Welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Chris Swift. I'm anxious to see if the grains have done anything different. I don't think they have done a lot, but we'll take a little looky-loo here at them and see what we've got. And no, not much at all. Down a half on the May contract. 441 and a quarter. The July down a quarter at 453 and a half. New crop corn December 472 and a half, down a quarter. Take a look at our soybean market and see what it's up to. We are putting a little gains on them. We're close to the high of the day on the May contract, 1184 and a quarter, up a nickel, 86 and three quarters the high tick. The July really getting close to 12 again. 11.99 is its high. Currently 11.97 even, up 5 and a quarter. And out to the September contract, 11.79 and a quarter, up 4 and a quarter. Chicago wheat was a little bit softer, and now it is firmer. May contract up 5.5 at 5.52 and three quarters. The July up 3 at 5.64 even. That's our new crop. And out to the December at 5.95 and a half, up 1.5. Kansas City hard red winter wheat, a little firmer, up 1.5 on the May at $6 even and a quarter. There's a 6 handle. The July 5.89 even, up 1 and a quarter. Out to December at 6.11 even, unchanged on the day. And we'll look at Minneapolis spring wheat, up 2.5 on the May at 6.72 and a half. The July contract up 2 at 6.75 and a half. And the new crop December contract, 6.93 and three quarters, up 2 and a quarter. And we'll wrap it up with cotton real quick before we get to our next guest. May down 21 at 94.85. The July contract down 9 at 94.25. And December down 40 at 82.87. I'd like to invite my guest in, Ben Hushon. Ben is with the mill, and he is in northeast of the United States there, right around Maryland. Ben, good morning to you, and hope everything's well with you this morning.
Good morning, Chris. I can tell you, things are great up here. We have had 3 days of sunshine in a row, and that might be the first time we've had that in over a month. And I can tell you, early this morning, we had folks headed to the field. I know I was out. Some of our equipment was trying to top dress wheat, get some nitrogen on some triticale, and leaving a little bit of track in some of the lower spots. But one of them just sent me a text and a picture, and he said, no more tracks. Things are looking good. Also saw some manure spreaders headed to the field. And I was just talking to a friend of mine, a good farmer, Ori Gamble, and he and I both agree it's a little soon this morning to be sending 30, 40 ton of manure out in a manure spreader. But it's just feels late, March 15th, and it just feels late up here already for some reason.
So how about alfalfa? Do y'all have a great deal of alfalfa production up in that area?
We don't. Guess it's a sign of how long I've been in this. Alfalfa was key in this community for years, and it's gone away. We really have to think hard to come up with more than 5 or 6 farmers, actually more than 2 or 3 farmers in 3, 4 counties that are growing alfalfa. But again, the animals, a lot of the dairy left. Still some dairy here in East County, but even the dairies have moved. You heard me mention triticale that we're top dressing this morning. There's a fair amount of folks that have moved away from the high management alfalfa over to some of the forages that get them similar protein and food value without all the high management requirements.
Sure, absolutely. So I heard you say you're top dressing the wheat out there. Is there anything else? Will you be plowing any yet? Still a little bit too early to be plowing out there, isn't it?
Plowing, Chris, that's a cuss word here in the Northeast. No, it's interesting in our general footprint, no-till, minimum till, kind of dominate, not kind of, they totally dominate the region. Slip over into Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, up into York County. Some of the plains sect certainly will be getting their plows out here in another day or two, I would assume.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the dairy industry up there. Is there anything up there exciting in the dairy industry that you see?
No, that's pretty much driven, honestly, and for us, the dairy industry is just such a minor staying in. Again, the family farms kind of got driven out by low prices over the last really 15, 20 years. Just as Dad got tired, the son moved into grain farming or part-time farming, and just a tough lifestyle.
Absolutely. Well, I know we've seen a lot of that here recently. We've seen several articles written about how we continue to produce more and more with fewer and fewer people. So, Ben, certainly do appreciate you taking the time to be with us this morning. It has been Hushon. He is with the mill. Stay with us. We're going to go away, take a real quick commercial break, and talk livestock. Stay with us.